90 tons of gold were submerged inside the vault. The robbers showed no interest in the gold at all, because there was another safe inside the vault, and what it held was far more valuable than the gold. The robbers broke into the vault carrying specialized tools. They planned to weld open the inner safe underwater, but their pace was far too slow, because police had already gathered outside the bank. The entire area was completely surrounded. The robbers inside never expected that escaping would be nearly impossible. The intelligence director in charge of the case made an unexpected discovery. He walked over to the armored vehicle used by the robbers. The military markings on it had been glued on. Even the unit serial numbers known only to the army were exposed. The director instantly realized that their entire plan had been intercepted by the robbers. Another director refused to believe it, saying all communications ran through military networks. He ordered everyone to throw their phones into a trash bin. This shocked the robbers inside. They never imagined police knew about their eavesdropping. Time was running out for them, so they had to open the safe as fast as possible. But the steel walls of the safe were extremely thick. Welding through it would take a full hour. With no other choice, they forced the bank manager to cooperate. At that moment, another discovery was made. Police detected an active signal inside the bank. The director ordered the signal intercepted and broadcast, but only static came through the speakers. It turned out the robbers had planned for this long ago to secure their communications. They relied on an old-fashioned analog radio. Using it, they could communicate from 500 kilometers away and exchange detailed instructions freely. Even skilled hackers could not break this system. Just then, a mysterious phone call suddenly came in. The caller was the leader of the robbers. Police immediately tried to trace the call, but the robber had no intention of being caught. With just a few old mobile phones, he could easily counter police tracking. He would call one phone, then relay the call through another device to police. After that, he tied both phones together and sealed them inside a box. Meanwhile, an accomplice located in the city center walked the streets carrying another phone, keeping the signal constantly moving, making it impossible to pinpoint a location. They hoped to stall the police using this method, but police were not concerned at all. In 10 minutes, the defense system would reboot. The bank doors would automatically reopen. That would be the moment police launched their assault. Inside the vault, the robbers made a new move to open the safe before police stormed in. They decided to take the bank manager hostage and force him to personally unlock the safe. This robber reached her hand into a container, casually grabbing whatever was inside. With one scoop, she pulled out gold pellets worth 200,000 by placing gold bars into a heating device and raising the temperature to 1,000 degrees. Once the gold fully melted, they poured it into water to cool, turning it into small gold pellets. Just one handful of these pellets was worth 200,000. All of it refined from freshly stolen gold bars, and they had stolen a total of 90 tons of gold. This extreme robbery completely shocked the highest levels of government, but compared to the gold, they were far more concerned about the documents stored inside. Those files contained the government's darkest secrets. If the robbers leaked those documents, the entire government would fall into crisis. While officials were struggling to decide what to do, a mysterious man suddenly appeared, giving the police a new breakthrough. He was the negotiation expert for this operation. The expert immediately proposed a solution, other than the intelligence agency. No one outside even knew the contents of those files. This instantly threw the professor into panic. Police perfected this strategy and easily neutralized the robbers' bargaining chip. The professor's fears turned out to be justified. Police had already prepared to storm the bank. They dispatched a tanker truck near the bank, planning to pump all the mysterious gas inside through the bank's ventilation system. It was a medical anesthetic gas. Once the concentration exceeded 50%, it could put people to sleep within 10 seconds. An armed tactical team had already reached the rooftop. The plan was to enter through the bank restroom, because it was the only area without surveillance. Police then opened the internal pipeline, lowering a detection probe downward until the anesthetic concentration reached 67%. This was an extremely dangerous operation, because if the robbers detected them, a massacre would occur inside the narrow pipes. In the end, they successfully entered the bank. The first officer down noticed something unusual. A gunman was slumped in the corner. When the mask was removed, it turned out to be a hostage. As police slowly moved deeper inside, they saw only hostages and no robbers. That was when they realized something was wrong. They advanced using ballistic shields, and at that exact moment, sudden gunfire blocked their path.